Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the ground, Cook. There he goes inside the 30. And cuts out right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score. And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did? Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond. Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A toss to Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Andre Branch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do snap it to Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running, it's Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't throw up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. The final shot before half for Keenum. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Tannehill hands to Dre, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills, right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Right back to Drake. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, Drake. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, Cook. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, it's Keenum. Caught here by Bell. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now let's go.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
And that'll set them back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in for...
Let me breathe.